Changing Times Media, exploring new ideas that have the power to change the world.
And it's fascinating, Mary, what you said, that you teach financial esteem and that so many people have, I'm going to say, low self-esteem, that their negative patterns, their negative thinking, their upbringing, all of these circumstances in their lives have actually built up a thought process, a thought system even, that's defeating them. And then, the fact that they end up in jail and all other myriad of unfortunate circumstances that come about are based or rooted in this low self-esteem and this misunderstanding or lack of understanding of money.
Yeah, and this comes from an article that appeared in Money Magazine, but there are 10 statements that you can ask your group or yourself, and you answer true or false. And the more true answers you have, it shows really how low your financial self-esteem is, and then you begin to understand how that thinking has made you do the certain things you do. For instance, the first one is, I charge less for my services than I know I deserve. Like, let's say you clean houses, or you have a lawn mowing service, or you're an accountant, or whatever you are. If you're not charging enough for your services, that reflects in how you feel about yourself. Or I feel guilty or bad about how I spend money, or my checkbook is never balanced properly, or I buy gifts for others even though I can't afford them, or I pay my bills late, or I'm too embarrassed to let anybody see or understand my financial situation, or I rarely contribute to charity. I add to my debt without knowing how I'll pay it back. I have trouble asking for money owed to me. And the final one is, I blame others for my financial troubles.
Yeah, no, what you just illustrated, it's interesting because one of my sort of segue, my book is about weight. The platform that I work on often is with people who have weight-related issues, and I come at it from a life coaching perspective. And any number of those could be shifted slightly and be related to patterns of behavior around food.
Right.
Well, we're all in recovery, or could be, or should be, from different things that hold us back, whether it be addiction, a lack of money, or overweight, or whatever the thing is. And we are generally, whatever our problem is, almost always we are our own worst enemies when it comes to that. And what I always try to start, we don't have much time with the inmates. I work with two different groups of men, and Mary works with the group of women. But I always try to start out with two or three examples of, I think, well, have you got it bad? I don't know what you're in here for, and I really don't care. And I know everybody here, volunteers like us and the staff, they want to help you rehabilitate and get out of here and make something of yourself. And I always try to give them an inspirational story or two about, somebody that didn't have any legs and arms but was coaching children how to do ballet, which I thought was a pretty incredible story, even though the woman was only 31, stuff like that. And I can see in their eyes that a lot of these people grew up in broken homes, and nobody ever told them anything good. It was always, well, you're doing this wrong, or you're not going to amount to that. And I'm sitting here saying, look, hey, we've all got our problems, but we can also overcome our problems.
Right. Now, they've been replaying a tape.
Yes.
That's absolutely right.
They keep beating themselves up about whatever those negative messages were, and that's certainly true of money. And most people, according to Money Magazine, they did this online survey, most people, stress related to money is a burden that most people carry.
I think that's true. I think, and I'm going to misquote this, but I think it's the number one cause that people cite for divorce.